everybody, it's Ann Patchett and Sparky Van Devender at Parnassus Books. Today is a really big day because hippos are going berserk. This was Sandy Boynton's very first book. It was a little book and now it's come back remastered as a big book, new and improved. And I just want to, give you a taste. One hippo all alone calls 2 hippos on the phone. 3 hippos at the door bring along another 4. You can see where this is going. It's riveting. I love this book so much. And we have some signed copies with book plates. So get that right away. On the children's book theme, here we have Wild Things Are Happening, The Art of Maurice Sendak. This is a fantastic, gorgeous book. And it has illustrations of all of Maurice Sendak's work. It has interviews and conversations with him. It has essays about his work. And this is what I'm getting everybody for the holidays. Fortunately, no one I know actually watches these videos, so it'll be a surprise. And if you missed the new Mary Roach Fuzz, it's out today in paperback. All sorts of essays about wild animals gone wrong and how they interact with humans. I always love Mary Roach. And just this one's for Sparky. This is Love Immortal, and it's photos, old photos of people and their dogs. That's right. So we'll cuddle up and look at this together tonight. And then I want to say we had such a fantastic event with David Marinus last week in conversation with his son Andrew, and we have signed copies and Pathlit by Lightning. Fantastic. Pick it up. All right, and now we have a recipe that Kat's going to talk about.
All right, guys, today we have got simple pasta. There are tons of recipes for great homemade pasta in here, which is labor intensive, but well worth the effort. We have potato gnocchi and some really great tips, like the fact that you can use leftover mashed potatoes to make some gnocchi. And once you have your gnocchi made, you can make potato gnocchi with baby asparagus and miso butter. Lindsay.
Hello. I have just fiction today. There wasn't a ton of nonfiction that came out today. Please forgive me, I just have fiction. Up first, we've got Taylor Jenkins Reid is back with Carrie Soto is back. Carrie Soto made a cameo in Taylor Jenkins Reid's last book, Malibu Rising. Carrie Soto has her own book now. She is a former Grand Slam tennis player who is hoping to make a comeback. You'll notice this one says signed. We have less than 10 signed copies. So if you are looking for a signed Carrie Soto is back, you gotta act fast. But we do have tons of unsigned copies as well. Another one out today for historical fiction, or people who love historical fiction with a touch of magic. We have The House of Fortune from Jessie Burton. This is set in the same universe as The Miniaturist, for everybody who loved that book, but it is a standalone novel. So if you're looking for 18th century Amsterdam, a little bit of magic, check this one out. For mystery lovers, we have a new Alice Feeney, who's the author of Rock, Paper, Scissors, Daisy Darker. So if you need a page turner, this is the one for you. And a little bit more magic. Sarah Addison Allen, this is her first book in 7 years. Other Birds is out today. This one follows a woman who is cleaning out her deceased mother's apartment and comes across a cast of quirky and somewhat uncanny characters. So check this one out. And up next, we have Elise talking to us about events.
Hello, everyone. I am so excited. Do I say that every week? If I do, it's because it's true. I love what I do, and the events that are here at Parnassus and that are off-site are just the best. I love my job. So Thursday at 6:30, Major Jackson, A Beat Beyond. First of all, check out the cover, but also Major Jackson is just awesome. He's a poet. This particular book is essays, talks, notes, but it's about poetry in the context of controversies and conflicts that we are all dealing with today. So it's brilliant, and he's brilliant and accessible. And he's gonna be here on Thursday at 6:30 in conversation with Destiny Birdsong. It's one of those things you don't wanna miss. I know I say that a lot too, but it's because it's true. Then there's so many other things. I always tell you to check the website. but 2 events that I want to highlight, and they are the following Tuesdays. So on September, let me just see if I can get this right, next Tuesday, this is The Gathering Dark. This is an anthology of folk horror. It's for young adults, but I say it is for everyone. And it's creepy, eerie stories. We're gonna have 3 of the authors. We're gonna have Hannah Witten, Erica Waters, and Tori Bovalina. And they are gonna be here talking about The Gathering Dark. That is next Tuesday. Then the following Tuesday, Anne talked about the David Marinus event and how wonderful it was. He was in conversation with his son, Andrew Marinus. And we love Andrew. And Andrew is gonna be here in 2 weeks. And he's talking about his new book, Inaugural Ballers. And that's about the first US women's basketball team to go to the Olympics. If you've read Andrew's books before, they are so wonderful. He's so wonderful. So come to these events. We have a lot of events coming up. Some are free, some are ticketed, and I just hope I see you at all of them because they are nothing short of fantastic. And now I will turn it over to Rayanne.
Thanks, Elise. One of the most popular Spark Book Club books we had was Amari and the Night Brothers. And finally, today, after a long wait, the sequel is here. Amari and the Great Game by B.B. Alston. We have signed copies. And if you love fantasy, there's more. A new series today for middle graders by J.L., A Taste of Magic. This is about a girl who finds out she's a witch and she must save her inner city magic school. Stories to Keep You Alive Despite Vampires by Ben Acker. This is Sissy's staff rec. These are short stories you can read aloud if you're stuck in a house with a bunch of vampires. In YA, The Dragon's Promise by Elizabeth Lim is out today. This is the sequel to 6 Crimson Cranes, which so many of you loved. This is a story about a world of dragons, a star-crossed lovers, and a cursed pearl. If you like rom-coms, there's a new book out today, 3 Kisses, 1 Midnight, co-written by 3 different authors, Roshani Chokshi, Evelyn Skye, and Sandia Menon. This is a rom-com set in a Gilmore-esque town. For fans of the Inheritance games, the final book in the series is out today by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, The Final Gambit. And if you're a fan of True Crime Podcast, Karen McManus has a new book out today, Nothing More to Tell. Thanks for listening and thanks for shopping at Parnassus.